Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to the class pre-9th. This is the second session of our unit number 4, Hazrat Asma. As you know that this lesson is about Hazrat Asma, about the great personality of Hazrat Asma, that's how she helped Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam and her father to spread Islam, to help the cause of Islam, and how she rendered useful services while preparing food for Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Let's have a review of the main points that we have read. The first three passages of the lesson. In the first three passages, we came to know about the migration of Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam and the curiosity of the various tribes of Arabia, that they were trying to find Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, and they offered huge rewards for the capture of Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. And Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam and Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq took refuge in the cave of Thor. There they wanted to spread Islam, they worked for Islam, and Hazrat Asma Raziyallahu Ta'ala Anha offered her services and provided food to Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Every night she went to the cave of Thor and provided food to Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Now we will read the passage 4 of the lesson. On the night of the migration, a tribal chief of the disbeliever, Abu Jahl, in a fit of fury, headed towards Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq's home. He began to knock at the door violently. Addressing Hazrat Asma, he demanded, "Where is your father?" She politely replied, "How would I know?" This response shows the wisdom and courage of Hazrat Asma Raziyallahu Ta'ala Anha. She simply posed a counter question that infuriated Abu Jahl. He slapped Hazrat Asma Raziyallahu Ta'ala Anha's face so hard that her earring fell off, but she remained steadfast and did not reveal the secret. So you know that the various tribes of Quraysh were trying to find Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, and they came to Hazrat Asma, means Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq's home. So first you have to know the meanings of difficult words. Disbeliever, those not believing Islam, in a fit of fury, in a sudden attack of extreme anger, started towards violently, very strongly, steadfast, firm and resolute, politely, respectfully, response, answer, wisdom, understanding, infuriated, became angry. So you see that Abu Jahl, a tribal chief of the disbeliever, went to the house of Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq at night. He was in great anger. He strongly knocked at the door. He asked Hazrat Asma where her father was. She asked him in reply, how could she know this? It showed her wisdom and courage. It is the wisdom and courage of Hazrat Asma that she replied, how would I know? This reply of Hazrat Asma shows her courage. She did not tell him about her father, but Abu Jahl became more angry. He slapped her hard. He hit her face so hard that her earring fell down. She stood firm, faced Abu Jahl's anger, and did not tell the secret. Moving forward, passage 5. Her grandfather, Hazrat Abu Quhafa, was a disbeliever at that time. He was very old and had become blind. He said to her, Asma, I think Abu Bakr has taken all the wealth, leaving you and children empty-handed and helpless. At this, she instantly ran to a corner of the home. She gathered some pebbles and put them at the place where her father used to keep his money and jewels. She covered it with a piece of cloth. Come, grandfather, look, he has left all this for us. He touched the cloth and thought that it was full of gold and jewels. His concern was elevated, and he felt relieved to know that Abu Bakr Siddiq had left all his wealth at home. This passage is about the worry of grandfather of Hazrat Asma, that she was worried about Abu Bakr Siddiq, that he had taken all the wealth with him and he had left the children empty-handed and hungry. So first have a review of the difficult words. Empty-handed, having nothing, helpless, without money or support. Instantly, very soon, concern, worry, elevated, became less, relieved, freed from worry. So you see that in this passage Hazrat Asma's old and blind grandfather Abu Qahafa was a disbeliever at that time. He expressed the fear that Abu Bakr had taken all the wealth with him for the cause of Islam. So he felt that Hazrat Asma and children were all left without money and helpless. They were hungry or they were helpless. Hazrat Asma wisely put some stone at a place where her father kept his money. She covered the stone with a piece of cloth. Then she brought her grandfather there. She told him about the wealth that her father had left under the cloth. When Abu Qahafa touched it, he thought that gold and jewels were there, and he became happy, or he became relieved, or his worry was less. Now we have the passage 6 of the lesson. Hazrat Asma was amongst the early few who accepted Islam. She was the daughter of Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq and the stepsister of Hazrat Aisha Siddiqa. She was the wife of Hazrat Zubair bin al-Awam and the mother of Hazrat Abdullah bin Zubair. She died at a ripe old age of about 100 years. Hazrat Abdullah bin Zubair used to say that he had not seen anybody more generous and open-hearted than his aunt Hazrat Aisha and his mother. Hazrat Asma was so generous that she sold her inherited garden and gave away all the money to the poor and needy. Nobody ever returned empty-handed from her doorstep. Hazrat Asma will always be remembered for her courage, generosity and wisdom. She had resolute faith in Allah Almighty. Her life would always be a beacon of light for us. So here are some of the words which are necessary to learn among us in a group of ripe, advanced, mature, open-hearted, kind, doorstep, the step outside the door, resolute, steadfast, faith, belief, beacon, light for guidance. So you see that here is a short description about Hazrat Asma, about her family and about her death age is given. You see that she was kind-hearted and generous. Hazrat Asma was one of those women, one of the early few who accepted Islam, who embraced Islam. She was the daughter of Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq and the stepsister of Hazrat Aisha Siddiqa. She was Hazrat Zubair bin al-Awam's wife. She died when she was about 100. She died at a mature age of about 100 years. Her son Abdullah bin Zubair used to say that he had not seen anyone more generous than his aunt Hazrat Aisha and his mother. Hazrat Asma got a garden from her sister on her death. She sold the garden and gave away the money to the poor and needy. Nobody ever returned empty-handed from her house without help from her. She helped the poor and the needy. She was so generous that she never let anyone empty-handed from her doorstep. Hazrat Asma will always be remembered. That all will remember Hazrat Asma for her boldness, generosity and wisdom. She had firm faith in Allah Almighty. Her life will be a guiding light for all of us. That her personality is such a strong personality that people will always remember her. Here are the main points of our lesson. Hazrat Asma's life would guide us as she faced every trouble bravely with full faith in Allah Almighty. You see that how he faced Abu Jahl's anger, how she boldly let the food to the cave of Thor. All this shows her problem, that she faced all these problems boldly and courageously. Hazrat Asma showed patience, honesty and boldness all the time. She lived a life of hardships and suffering but never complained. That she she went on serving Islam and Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Hazrat Asma was so generous and kind-hearted. As you see that she divided, or she distributed the money to the poor and the needy. Whatever he gained from the garden, he distributed it among the poor and the needy. Her life would always be a beacon of light for all of us. So this is the end of our lesson. You see that how Hazrat Asma served the cause of Islam and how she faced every calamity coming in the way of Islam, in the spread of Islam. She faced it boldly and courageously, and her life would always be remembered as a guiding light for all of us. So this is the end of our unit number 4. Thank you.